So I'm back. I should probably check all my streamy stuff. So I got this is 720. That's okay, it's 720. Take these off. Coffee back. So that looks good, that looks good. So, we're watching. Nobody's watching. Doesn't matter. Okay, so say goodbye to that. We're almost done. We're making really good progress here. So, we're back streaming. And I got a battery. Got my battery plugged in, so that's good. It's cooler down here in the basement, and that's good. So, let's see. Where am I? So I've got to the point where this is successfully deleting. So that part's okay. It's going to delete everything I want in there. I mean, I might as well just take these print statements out because it's going to work. So the question I have here is, what do I do if I I'm going to send this back to the UI. This is going to be such a rare occurrence that I think it's probably okay to send it back to the user interface, and I think it's okay not to even translate it because those errors are deep in my service. Error message plus equals error string, and then so that's good. So if message dot length greater than 0, we're going to do this, and then I'm going to concatenate just has to look decent, so I'll throw a break tag in there. And then I am going to, I will switch panel deploy, go back to switch panel deploy system. I should switch panel deploy delete. Let's go back to delete. Controller code. Okay, so there we go. Now that right now, it's difficult for me to generate that error. I'm sure I could. Let's make sure it doesn't hurt anything. Okay, started it. Oh wait, length. Ha! I hate. Dear Java, why don't you give me, is length a method or is it a property? Java string length. It's a method, not a property. Why don't you give me a method and a property? This is the danger of moving between languages, and like I said, I think that I can see why people get religious about languages and they want to say that, you know, Python is the best language. And what they're really saying is that I am not competent to move between languages. So I have no Python. I've got it all stuck in my head, and I don't want to remember another language. I don't basically conflate my skill in something with whether it's good or bad. If I'm not skilled in something, if I'm not currently skilled in Java, it doesn't mean I hate the Java language. It doesn't mean the Java language is bad. They're all great in their own and wonderful way. Okay, so let's get rid of one more of these things. Remember, I've got the entire thing suppressed. Let's go delete again. That one's gone. Okay, so now one thing what I want to test here is what happens when there are no tools left. Because I think that text is just still going to show up. So I just wiped out all those guys. So there are 0 uses of it. And so I need this to hide when there are. So I've hand deleted ultimately. It's as if I went in and deleted all those in this UI, right? And now they're all gone. And now I have to sort of agree with Laura. Let's see, who was it that was telling me? I was debating with Laura on the UX. Yeah. No. I agree. I argued with Laura. She agreed with me. Yeah. It's okay. I decided to make this harder and not just make it a documentation issue. A little harder on myself. Now we come back. So distracting myself. Time for a cup of coffee. Get back focused. Okay, so what I really want when this number is 0, I want that bottom part to not show up. And I think I already got this 0 number here in the context, and so I might be able to do this only in the view. Only in the view. Oh no, that comes out here in deploy data, so I probably will have to do something. Oh, wait a second. I think I can say, because I've got this here as a list, so I think I can say pound if dollar tools size greater than 0. And then I can say pound end, because I know at the length that this is a map. This is a list of maps. So I think if I got that right, so recompile and redeploy the tool. Let's say here. That's nice that I've got no. Oh, wait a sec. What were all those? Yikes! What were all those log messages? They might be debug. They're probably debug messages. Apache logs catalina.out. Let me just double check there. Okay, those are just the LTI2 thing. No, it's just complaining about sample data, which it does all the time, which I want it to do all the time. Okay. Okay. So now I should be able to. So I should come back and hit. I don't know if I can hit reset. Can I hit refresh? What? That didn't work so well. Okay. What did I do wrong here? If tools.size is greater than 0. Did something go wrong here? No. But there are no tools. How can the tool size be greater? I'm confused. So I put a yada in just to make sure. So yada comes out. Oh, dumb. I put these three lines inside. Got to put the actual message inside the if statement. That would make a difference. That probably, yada's gone. See, that'll teach me. That's why I put yada in, to just like, duh, it's not obvious to me. So I just put a change in that should like be, you know, messed up. Okay. So, refresh. And it's gone. And now I can delete it. Now I've got that delete code suppressed. So let's unsuppress the delete code. But it's interesting now because can also delete these items separately. Under the I can't win on this. People are going like, I didn't mean to do this. Why can't you make a soft delete? I'm like, you're the administrator. I just like, does everything have to be soft delete? Does everything have to be soft delete? Every time you build soft delete, then you gotta have a cleanup mechanism. Although, yeah, that's for another time. Okay, so I just changed that message, and now I'm going to uncomment the Zapomatic 6000. Bang. And do you want me to put a check all in? Huh? How many people on Twitter want me to put a check all in? Tweet me if you think I should put a check. If you're watching, tweet at Dr. Chuck and tell me I should put a check all in. And I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to. Each of these is a significant piece of installed stuff in a learning management system. I'm not going to put in. But you can tweet me. Oh, I hate looking on Twitter when I'm streaming because who knows what idiots are saying on Twitter. Okay, that at least one doesn't. I'm going to go on notifications. That's a little safer. Yeah. Okay, I'll just stay on notifications. That way I'm not watching all that crap on Twitter. Okay, let's recompile. Save it. Recompile. I think we're pretty much done here. I'm sure people will see this and then they'll decide they want a different UI, UX, and that's okay. I mean, as long as I get the functionality working and they want to like a triple or double or whatever, I don't know. But first, I would need to make functionality that works for people, and then if they want to add 40 layers of some other thing, then we make 40 layers of some other thing. It's just how it rolls. Refresh. Now we're actually going to delete it, so it should be going away. Boom. Okay, so now we can reinstall it. Yes, yes. doing LTI2 registration. Now we're going to keep going. We're inside of my LTI2 provider. Continue back. Now we're coming back to Sakai. This is a lot of complex stuff. Now I can activate it. It's going to install all these tools. I'm going to activate it. Booyah! Glad that still works. So now we've got all these tools installed. Now we're going to wipe them out in one fell swoop. This is what they wanted. Should I put a check all in here? Tell me in the comments whether I should put a check all in here. Here we go, folks. It's going to delete all the content items, all the links inside of sites. Goodbye. So the tools are gone. I didn't put them in sites. I guess I should test that. Okay, so let's install it again. Let's test that. Oh, I wonder if that's why. This debug only comes up, it notices it's localhost. That's the thing I did. It turns debug on automatically when it's on localhost, and so developers can see that debug, but it goes away when you move it off of localhost. So when you're in production, you're good. I think that's, we're going to activate. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go into Mercury, and we're going to go into site info. And we're going to manage tools, and then we're going to add it to the site. And here, do the Python data. No, we'll do the simple attendance tool instead. Oh, why don't we do two of them? Sure. Oh yeah, there's a separate bug that Oxford wants to hide that, which I think I'm going to do even though I'm grumpy about it. So are we here? Oh, so there we go. Python data and simple attendance tool. So this is what a teacher might do. And this shows you just how powerful this feature is that we just added. So we're going to go over here. It's in use twice. It's in use, right? There are 9 tools, 2 placements, and 1 site. But you know what? You're the administrator, so you can get rid of everything, all of these at the same time. For me as tester, when I test LTI2, this is going to be a lot better for me. Goodbye. Makes my life easier as a tester. Actually, Moodle does this without even asking you giving you. Just you can delete it, and they're all just gone. Gone. And I'm out of coffee. So now I go back to Mercury. And what we should see in Mercury is those should be gone. Oh, wait a sec. I hope I'm not cached. I hope this isn't a caching issue. Those are supposed to be gone. They're certainly going to blow up on me. Yeah. Why did that not work? Well, so I still have a bug. Still have a bug. Let me log out and log back in just to make sure. I don't know if caching, it's a caching thing. I hope not. It's the admin user, deep user admin user interface. That's good. So why aren't those there? I would have expected those to have gone away. Expected those to go away. Delete content link. Delete content link. Let's take a look at that code there. Delete content. Content link. That's the install. Placement. Placement not found. Oh, some of these are actually translated. Site.remove page. Service.save. Return null. And that code looks so good. The code looks so good that I'm wondering if that's a site caching problem. And I thought I fixed a bug in site caching a while back. If they're gone after I reboot the server, that means it's a site caching problem. Except that they're still here, which amazes me. Not a placement. Something. I almost would prefer that my code didn't work rather than the underlying Sakai code didn't work. I'm going to have to come back to this because I'm running out of time this morning. Go do some errands. Start painting the shed, actually. And I'm out of coffee. I need coffee when I'm not getting something. Okay, so we're logging back in. Mercury site. Still there, so that's not good. So let's do something else. Let's go in here. External tools. I did make one tiny change. Let's go here in tool links. That's freaky. That's my tools. That's my content items, and there's 3 in there. But somehow, I'm not seeing these 2. Why? I'm not seeing them here. Oh, that's another bug. How come? Did I like put that up into master already? Well, I don't know. Wow, that's amazing. Look at that. They're there. They're there, but they're not there. Delete content link, content key, site ID. I'm just wondering right now. No, the concept of a null key does not work well in here. Content, TO, site ID. Placement not found. Oh, this doesn't make any sense. I guess if I knew how to use debugger at this point, I would put a bunch of breakpoints and step through this code. But I don't know how to use debugger. I think I'm going to have to won't make it all the way through. I'm going to have to do this in another session. None of these are as simple as I think. See, this is my equivalent of using the debugger and stepping through. According to Noah, it takes 2 hours to set up the debugger, and so we're just going to spend 5-10 minutes. Okay, how far we go. Hi there. I'm streaming. As long as you don't come here, you'll be fine. Is Mandy here? Somebody upstairs? No. Ah. So now, go up and compile everything, including the service. Kill Sakai. And go get some coffee. down? Dog come down? Where's downstairs? The dog. Okay. Hello, Cutter. Are you downstairs? You don't usually like downstairs. You're afraid downstairs because it's the domain of cats. This is where cats live. Come here. Come here, Seth. Jump up. Here, let me show you to the people. Let me show you to the streaming people. This is a dog. It's a little harder to pick up than a cat. No, he's running away. He didn't like being picked up, I guess. I got a cup of coffee. Or did I just not? Did I forget to start it? I should have started it before I went and got the cup of coffee. What was I thinking? I thought I was done. I'm always grumpy when I like slam, and then it's not slammed because I got to go test that other code too. I got to just test the pure delete by itself now. Got to test that because I move things around. And I'm sure I'm a genius, but gotta always question yourself. Okay, so I've somehow bollocksed the Mercury site, so I'm probably have to make a new work site just for yucks. Plug-in tools. Site. Hello, other cat. Okay, so now we've got to go to Administration Workspace. Now we've got to go External Tools. Tool links, for some strange reason, are like half deleted. So I'm just going to go over here. I do not know why. Oh, content. What happened there? Now, I didn't write this code, so, you know, sometimes I have to look at code that was written by somebody else in my data model, and then I have to go fix it. And that might be where I'm at right now. Okay. So now I should refresh. Nothing changed there. Those are all gone. So install an LTI 2.x tool. I might have to just make myself a nice shortcut for this thing. Let's try my test harness. See if my test harness still works. There's fewer tools. So my test harness only installs one tool. Now, oh, what the heck, I'll just use Mercury. These two are bollocksed. These tools. Plug-in tools. Screen test. That stuff in. Finish. I'm just thinking about another Jira while we're at it. So this guy is working. Say my unit test is still working. That feels good. So let's take a look. We should have one content item. Resource. It's parts null. Okay. Placement's not null. So that looks good. So let's just go in and try to wipe it out. See how far we get in terms of those print statements. Whoa. My print statement, none of my print statements come out. I saved it. What is going on here? Something is going wrong. So what I'm going to do while that's happening is I'm going to go over to Nightly and see what happens on this before I modify it, because I'm just wondering if... Oh. Okay. I'm just wondering if, like, I broke this, or if there was something that was more broken than I thought, that I just found a bug. It's entirely possible that I just found a bug. It does happen. Hey there. So now put this in the private site. Site. Finish. Sky unit. So that's there. Now, this trunk doesn't have this feature yet. But if I got this site right here, that. So now if I delete this, got two links. So that's saying, so if I delete it right here, so that's gone. Just not surprised. That works on the one I'm working on. Now, oh, there we go. It did the exact same thing. Exact same thing on Nightly, meaning that it. So I am now debugging a bug that wasn't a bug that I introduced. I mean, I might have introduced it earlier, but so. Okay, so that makes this a little more fun. It wasn't just me moving code around that blew everything up. So let's log out and log back in. Log back in. So now I feel a little better. Let's go clean these sites up. Go in the old school way of wiping stuff out. That should probably be somewhere else. Now if I go to Mercury, I should not see all those mistakes. Okay, so now I can go here. I can go to external tools, install an LTI guy. Check all. Certainly going through the LTI2 code a whole bunch, so that's cool. So, literally, I'm going to go put this into the site, and I can test this code. It doesn't matter. So I can test this code, put it in the site. Okay, so now what I'm really hoping to get is a whole bunch of debug output. I'll hit this delete button. And this is going to be pretty chatty. It's going to take me a while. Or maybe it's not very chatty. Oh! Keys 32. What's what? What's what? What's what? So keys 32, which is actually the tool ID. Tool ID long is 3. Okay, that's tool ID long. Keys 32. Okay, well. So, let's do a different test. Let's just take something that has nothing to do with... Let's do something that has nothing to do with... LTI2. Checks. So all checks is sitting there. Let's go wipe out all checks. Let's see what happens here, because I've got that code doing the exact same thing. So that's got it wrong too. That's got it wrong too. And so when those two things don't match, okay, so at least I'm not insane. Delete tool So you're getting all you're going to get all of the tool. Placement equals no, placement equals no. Placement equals no. I would think it would just get like all four of those because it's looking for site ID. It matches a site ID. It should get four there. Not two. Okay. Well. Oh, got a cool idea. Now I need to install a bunch of LTI tools. I need to install a bunch of LTI tools so I can sort of delete them one at a time. And I'll use LTI2 to do that because LTI2 can just install LTI1 tools like super fast. Okay, so this, I'm not going to be able to finish this session because I got to figure this one out. Let's just delete these because they're symbolics. Let's clean this up. Not know why. Much more time on this. Time to paint a shed. Time to paint a shed. Tools in here. So I'm going to install a whole bunch of LTI1 tools now. Read them all. A whole bunch of them. Okay, so now I got installed tools. So let's put a content link in to Mercury. So we'll do no checks is our first one to go to us. No checks. It's sitting there, and then we go here. And now we're going to get rid of no checks. Delete it. Put in my log. Let's see what I'm going to figure out from this moment. Contents.size equals 1. Got it. It's the wrong site to be deleting from. Deleting. So what's happening here is that code was never truly tested well by under the administrator. That's what I'm thinking. And normally that code is being called, let's just test that. Normally that code is being called as the teacher in the context of the site that they're working in. So I think if I add a tool, add a tool here, Python data. I add that tool here. Okay, Matthew Bucket. I think I'm going to get rid of that screen completely. I think the right thing to do is to actually wipe that tool out. So now we have Python data here. And now if I go to external tools, so now at this point I'm doing a different kind of thing, but I can't delete it here. If I installed it myself, I could delete it, so I'm not the administrator. So I think if you installed it locally and you deleted it locally as the teacher, because now I'm in the Mercury site, and so the problem is that I'm deleting a tool from the Mercury site as the administrator. Okay, and so I think this is going to fix it, but I need to think this through a lot. Delete tools and delete tools. Delete tool. Ah! My brain is like reeling. There we go. Okay. site ID. What? Start this up, be back in a sec. Back in a sec. Okay, we up? We're up. Okay, this could be quite exciting. Okay, so we're going to go into Mercury and add a tool, another tool. We have many tools to add and just slowly but surely delete them and see if we ever get it right. Manage tools. Is that gone? Let's add it, that's fine. So now we got Python auto grader. Okay, Python auto grader. So now what I want to do is I'm going to Administration Workspace. Go into External Tools. Auto grader. This guy right here. So Command K. Done. Yeah, of course, trust me. Is admin requires non-null site ID. where am I? Yeah, that's okay. Not like this big long track set block. I'm not happy with it. I'm going to fix that eventually. I do not like how these loops are written. I did not write this code. I'm going to eventually make it prettier. I don't like putting a big try block in just because I think we're worried about the syntax of the long, which is a big mistake. I feel like fixing this. Yep. Okay, marker site. It'll take a while to get to this, I think. Site info. Manage tools. I thought this was going to be like 30 minutes, and now it's an hour and 30 minutes. Because I found this bug for the administrator. test this again, so we'll put in Python data. And go into Administration Workspace, go to External Tools, Python data, and delete this. Interesting thing is these aren't being deleted because I'm getting tracebacks, right? So I get to re-delete these. Okay, so what do we got? We still got what? Why am I only getting one? Oh, these are the content items. These are the content items. So how many do I have? But I'm only getting one. The key is so I think what I'm going to do, I just got to think about this. Because there is, I just got to think about this. I mean, I think I'm very close to what's wrong here and how to fix it. But I just don't think this has been well tested. I don't think a lot of people delete this stuff and expect all these things to get wiped out. But no, I want to test it and make it work. So I'll come back. I'll come back to this. Okay? We're going for an hour and a half. Probably time for me to go work on a shed for a while.